Hi there everyone. Today this video will be just talking about Minecraft Education Edition again. And this video will be talking about how do you connect into your friend's world, and so as how do you import and export, and just managing with all your worlds that you have inside your Minecraft. So after you log in with your Minecraft with your Microsoft account, you should see the screen. You can just click play, and then you'll see the free sections, the world section, the friend section, as well as the servers section. Well, the world section is where all your worlds will be. Your personal worlds that you have created is on your desktop, and your friends are the people that have opened your worlds and their multiplayer game, and so as their worlds will be shown over here for the friend section, telling them that you guys are on the same network. And for server, it doesn't matter. You can connect to a normal server, or you can use this add server to connect to your friend's world without being inside the same Wi-Fi. So let's talk. So now we know that the friend section is normally the easiest way that you can connect with multiplayer, because you guys are on the same network. And yeah. Instead of talking in depth about how do you connect to your friend's world, because I don't have someone that I can test with right now, let's explain how do you create your own world and how to import and export your world. So right now I'll do a demonstration of how do you create a world. So it's pretty simple. You just need to click create your world, and then you can make whatever your world name will be. If you don't do anything about it, your world name will be defaulted into my world. So right now I can make my world name into just testing world, and then maybe if you want to add your name beside it, or it doesn't matter, what do you want to do. So right now I wouldn't do anything about it. So right now I will just keep the date I filmed this video at. So it is 11th in June 2019. You can choose your default game mode. People that are pretty used to Minecraft or have watched some Minecraft tutorials, they'll probably understand what is the difference between survival, creative, and difficulty being peaceful to hard, and so as the world types. So I don't think the tutorial has explained what type of world types over here, so I'll do a quick explanation. So right now on the world type, the flat will just be a flat world, and everything will be grass, everything will be flat, there's nothing inside. Infinite world where you just see normal Minecraft with trees, with biomes, while with all the resources that you need in survival are inside the infinite. So if you want to play survival, I'll prefer you use the infinite world type, otherwise it'll be very hard to flat, or should I say you can't even do it with flat. And for old, it is just a normal Minecraft world, but in the smallest that has shrunk into a smaller size, and there's borders beside it that you can't exit. So I would prefer you to choose infinite or flat when you're doing these tests. So right now I will just make my world type into infinite. My seed, the world seed, you can get it from the internet, or you can use the same as your friends if you want to have the same type of world that's been generated. And for world options, I would explain maybe more in depth in the future videos, but right now I'll just leave this empty. So show coordinates always stays, this matters. You can do whatever settings you want over here. Multiplayer, and yeah, this is only the game part. This is the gameplay that you can change right now. And for this multiplayer, you can choose to make it a multiplayer game. If you turn it off, it will be a single player game that only you can play in. Nobody else can join it, either with server or from the friends section that have been talked about before. If you turn on multiplayer, you can see there's another option saying visible to LAN players. So right now if I open multiplayer, you can connect into this world via using the server, but you can't, and you can see it in the friends section right now because I opened visible to LAN players. But if I close it, people wouldn't be able to see my world via the friend, so people in the same network wouldn't know that wouldn't see my world, they couldn't connect to my world unless they used the server, the other way to connect into my world. And after this, for the edit settings, you can maybe go into the resource pack and so as behavior pack, do some editing with it. So resource pack is where all the where all your texture packs will be inside Java Edition is called texture pack in Java, and for the behavior pack it's just a mod that you can have. To be honest, I changed my resource pack from the Sortex family 1.12.2 from the Java Edition, and I did some editing to make it available in Education Edition. And I'll make a in the future I'll make a video talking about how do you make these texture packs and how do you change them. And this should be available to download later. So right now I'll just create my world. It takes some time when you generate your world because it's just a brand new world, especially if you choose Infinite. There's a lot of blocks that are higher than there's a lot more blocks compared with the flat world, even though because there are mountains, there are hills, there are all the biomes, all the animals that are inside, the mobs, and so there's the light and chests that are inside this world. That takes time to generate. So whenever that you make your world in the first time, it will take a lot more time to generate your world compared with you just opening a new world. Opening a world that you have created before, or if you import a new world to make it run. So right now I've already created my world, everything is good, like I can see all the view over here. So right now I'm pretty sure I'm in a plain biome right now, and because my default game mode was creative, I can fly right now. I can click E to go inside my thing to find whatever I need, and if I need to I can come over here to go to my settings and do some small edits inside my world. So right now you can't change anything to multiplayer if you already opened your game, but you can change it later if you hadn't opened it before you open it. So remember the place that I was in before? You can change your multiplayer game into visible to LAN players or turn it on for multiplayer game later if you exited the world. So right now you can't change anything. You can change your controls inside this place, and there's add-ons that you can do, but right now I can't add on anything, resource pack or behavior pack, because I have already opened my world. So in Java Edition, you can open your texture pack after you opened your world. And right now for this world, inside Education Edition, it is quite different compared with the Java Edition. And I believe most other people that are watching this video will be more familiar to the Java Edition and Pocket Edition compared with the Bedrock Edition. Well, I want to say this Education Edition is very similar with the Bedrock Edition. So if you feel like that if you're used to Bedrock Edition, you might find this game easier for you to get into. So right now I'll just save and exit my world. Take some time to load my resources to save all my world, all my edits inside my world. Even though I didn't build anything, but because my player moved, I'll click my player data, and I'll keep it and I'll save it. And the next time when I open my world, I'll be in the same place. Just wait for it to finish loading. Okay, it has finished loading right now. So now I'll just explain how do you import and export your world. So let's go with exporting first. So if you want to export a world that you've created and then give it to your friends and giving them a copy of your world so they can open it and make it into single player game, you just go to game, you come down and you'll see there's 3 options over here. Either export world, delete world, or copy world. If you delete your world, you'll just delete it. If you copy your world, I'll make a copy of it. So right now I can just show you guys what will happen if I click copy my world. I'll just make a copy of my world over here saying copy of whatever the name that I made for my world before. I click on the pen button. This is the edit button. I forgot to say this again. This will be the edit button for your world. And if you just click over here on this green button, click on this button, you just open your world. And you just be playing your world. If you click on this pen, you edit. You can click. Then I'll just do the exporting process right now. I'll click export world first. Then I'll open my files over here, and then I can just see what do I want to do over here. I will say browse for Minecraft world. I can choose my file name type. So right now I'll just call it this right now, copy of existing world. You can change whatever name that you want to make your world as. And you'll be saved as type called Minecraft world, which is MC world type. And then you just choose your folder that you want to save it in. I'll just save it in my downloads right now. I click save, and then it will say exporting progress, and then up here it will say level exported finished successfully. So after this, your world will be exported, and then later on you can maybe upload it onto internet or put it inside USB and give it to your friends. Or if you're using a MacBook, you can do airdrop with this Macworld file too. Okay, now I have finished explaining how to export your world and give it to others. Now I'll explain how to do importing. So if I want to import, there's two buttons over here that I can do, either to create a new one or this arrow with a box that's beside it. So if I want to import my world, I'll just click on this button. I'll just open my files, and then I can just choose the world that I want to import. And you need to make sure the world that you're importing right now have to be the type MC world file. And it will be pretty easy to recognize with the icon of Minecraft Education Edition icon beside it. So now I'll just select the file that I want to import. I click open, just open, and it will just import your world that I have. So right now this will be the imported world that I want right now. It's just nearly the same as the one that I have over here, because I exported it and imported it again. But if I maybe want to import another world, so for example I have some worlds over here that I can do, so I can try this right now. Or import my parkour island. Where is it? Actually, I probably should wait, actually it is missing. Maybe I imported wrong. Great, there's some bug over here. Oh no, I see it. It's over here. It's over here. It shows over here instead. Because I changed my world not recently, so it probably doesn't always show in the top. Sometimes it shows over here with the last date that you edited your world. So I have two copies over here that are the same. It's called Parkour Island, that I have created previously. I hadn't shown on YouTube, but I did it in my own time. But yeah, you can just see, you can import your world from here, and after every time we edit your world or you open your world, it will be on the top. So it move to the top and showing that you edited your world recently, and showing the date that you edited it on the right. It shows how much space that it takes inside your computer or iPad users. You'll be using iPad storage. Because I don't need these two rows right now, I can delete it, and this would not affect the file inside the computer. It will only make a copy of it and then import it into the Minecraft. So now I have explained how to import and export your world, and I'll explain how do you join in other people's world. So right now I don't have any friends beside over here that is using the same network and have opened your Minecraft world. So it will be, if you see a friend that is over here, you just see their name, and then you'll see the name of your world, and you just can click to connect with it. It will be very easy for beginners to understand, and say for people that are quite confused how to connect to a friend's world. You can use this if you're on the same Wi-Fi, but if you're not on the same Wi-Fi, you have to click on over here for server. You click on add server, you can choose a server name. It doesn't matter with your server name. It doesn't have to be the same name as your friend's world that is in a different Wi-Fi. So right now I don't mind with whatever name I want, so I'll just call this Bob. The server name is Bob's World. And then server address will be the IP address for their server. So if you don't know what is IP address, you can see it on top of when you click escape inside your world, and you'll see your IP address. You can send this to your friend, maybe from text message or email. When they receive it, they just need to type in the server address. So for example, maybe like 192. I don't know, maybe I'll just make it top 1.45.67, maybe something like this. This might be my friend's server address. Then the port I choose will be 19132. This will be the port that you use to connect into your friend's world, to connect into someone else's world that's using different Wi-Fi. And this will be a default port every time when you try to add an external server. So it'll show over here port 19132. But if you want to change this port into maybe a different server that you're connecting right now, or might be a real server or different type of types, you can search on Minecraft Education official website. They will show you all the ports that you can, port numbers that you use to connect into different type of servers. So right now over here, like I have created the server address, so if I click on it, then it will just connect to my friend's server. But because I used a random IP over here, this person might not be inside the Minecraft world had it didn't open it. So I wouldn't test it right now. And I'm pretty sure it fails. So yeah. And for this external server, you can click on it and can click to your friend's world if they are open. And this will be very helpful if you're using different Wi-Fi. If you're feeling like you have too much servers over here, so maybe if I'm going random, and then something like this, save, and then you're making too much servers over here, you just click on this pin. The pin is always to edit, and then you just remove the server that you don't want inside. And for here, you can see the number that's showing how many servers I have, how many friends that are online right now, and the roles that I have over here, what is 17. And for the world, you can just click delete world or delete it permanently, but it wouldn't affect anything else inside your Minecraft, affecting anything inside your computer or iPad, but it will only affect the Minecraft folder that you have inside your Minecraft app right now. You can use this. Use this trick to edit with a lot of worlds and joining your friend's world. This will be very helpful if you are stuck on these problems. So, well, thank you for watching this video today, and I hope I have solved the problem of saying how do you import and export your world inside Minecraft. And yeah, please like and subscribe if you feel like these tutorials are helpful.